everyone. Happy Tuesday. Man, oh man, the week is getting kicked off in such a great start, and we are so excited to have each and every one of you here today because we have something super, super fun happening. We are going over Waterslide 101. Now, this right here is a process that a lot of you have been able to check out Rachel's video for and been able to enjoy it a lot. But in today's video, we are going to talk about how to work with waterslide paper. We're going to talk about situations that you would want to use waterslide paper, and we're just going to have a great fun time making a waterslide decal, and today we're actually using it for a home decor purpose. So feel free to change this up, whether you're wanting to make it on a mug like Rachel's video, or if you want to use it on tumblers. Tumblers are still such a trendy topic, so we are super excited for that. And guys, welcome to the live stream. As you all are tuning in, share with us where you're visiting from, what you've got going on this Tuesday. If you're watching the recorded later on today, leave us a comment down below. We will get back to you, and we are super excited. So to kick off, let us know in the comments, have you worked with waterslide paper before, and what your questions, the comments, concerns are about it, because it is definitely not as easy as vinyl. Rachel, would you agree?
Oh no, it is not. It's like its own thing.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see it being beautiful for certain projects. Once you get it finished, you're like, wow, that is unlike anything I've made. It's really cool.
So for Sherry L has our first question, Rachel, and it's, what is the value in doing a water slide instead of just sticking vinyl on? So I don't know, do you want to kind of tackle it? There's a lot of different concepts of why you would want to use the waterslide paper. It kind of creates kind of like a tattoo transparent transfer, so you get to see a lot of your base, and that's really nice, which is different than printable vinyl.
Yeah, one thing that I mentioned in the video I made was how it kind of reminds me of like a china set that you'll go and find at the at the store, or things like that, at the thrift store. You see it and it's on there and it looks like it was like stamped into the plate. It just kind of looks like you purchased it. It doesn't look like it's vinyl, and you could do this with printable vinyl, but it would have like that dimension to it.
This is gonna be very thin. It's kind of like, guys, when we talk about ironing on wood. Do you want something to be a little bit more permanent, look a little bit more finished, and have a little bit more fun with it? That is a time that you will want to try out something like ironing on wood or doing an awesome waterslide decal. Rachel, go ahead and read some of our amazing friends that have been able to share where they're visiting from. I just want to give a shout out to so many people.
We have 110 people joining us right now.
We
have people from Texas, Florida, South Dakota, Delaware, Washington, North Carolina, Missouri. We got people from London, UK.
Everywhere. I love it. I love our international friends, guys. So if you are not already a member to makersgonnalearn.com, be sure to check out that link below. If you are brand new here, be sure to get your membership so you can get crafty with us. Every single day we come live here at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time to share with you a new craft project or teach you something new. And if you're a member, you get access to everything that we have to offer, between cut files, fonts. We have 3 e-courses in our year membership, completely free, over $150 of value, and we have some amazing different trainings and awesome printable guides that teach you how to master the Cricut. And then we have Silhouette coming this October, as well as Brothers Scan and Cut. So yay! Lori is a first-time viewer from Buffalo, New York. Woohoo! Hello, Lori.
And Tanner, we're already getting more questions like, do you need to seal it?
Rachel, do we need to seal it?
Well, you have to definitely use sealer in this at one point or another.
Yeah, that's true. So one of the benefits about waterslide paper is that it goes really well with resin on top of it. So that is one of the things Rachel mentions in her video about why it is so successful to use with glitter tumblers. We are using sealers multiple times in this process, but it may not be that first step or the last step that you guys are so used to with a traditional project. So that's one thing we're going to talk about today, just to give you a brief overview. After you print this out with print and cut with your Cricut, you do have to seal it a couple of times and give about 30 minutes to dry each layer. So you do seal it, but you will not, unless you just want to, have to do that final, layer, unless it's something that you want to make dishwasher safe, like your tumblers or something like that.
Right, yeah, you're more than welcome to seal it at the end if you want to.
It is a lot of fun. Ooh, a lot of people's getting crafty with the fall cut files.
They're gorgeous.
I love it. Yes, guys, be sure to share those projects in the Facebook group. We love it. But yes, if you guys are super, super excited, we are going to dive into it and kind of show you what water slide paper we are using today, so that we can give you all the details on what you would need for this. So right here we have the Spin It We Are Memory Keepers water slide paper. This right here is some really, really awesome stuff. You can get a pack of this in the craft store for about $10. It's about $9.99, and as far as I know, you can use a coupon on this. I'm, to be honest, not too sure. But this only has 4 sheets. So it's a 4-pack at A4 size. I'm not sure what size A4 is. Rachel, is this just a 8.5 by 11 sheet?
Yeah.
Perfect. So
actually, for some reason, I think it's a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, I think you're correct. So just want to make sure, over on the back here, I do have to say they give some really thorough instructions, but I think what is different about this is the technique. Would you agree, Rachel?
Oh, for sure.
You really have to have your technique down.
It definitely takes practice, and that's what makes me nervous with the 4 sheets. If I was you, just go ahead and grab 2 of these with your coupon, because you don't want to, mess up a couple and then know you only have like 2 for a finished project.
Correct. So yes, it is going to be a lot of fun. So again, only 4 sheets for $10, and we did get clarification that you can use that coupon on it. So be sure to use that coupon. This is something you're going to cut out, and you're going to see it and cut it with, just like a cardstock setting. So we're going to use our medium cardstock setting, and you're going to be really impressed with how this goes down. Now, one thing I like to mention right out of the gate is that you're going to print this on the glossy side of the paper. So you want to be sure to do that. They love that you spray your sealer a couple coats. The more coats, the better is for this. So it depends on how much time you have. I would say at minimum 2 or 3 coats. But if you have the time, give it 5. Give it 5 coats. So it has that thicker ability to transfer over onto your image. And have a lot of fun. So yes, this is just the back. And guys, if you have other brands that has worked for you that may be cheaper or anything less, it'll be a lot of fun. So feel free to give us your feedback on this. And Rachel, if you see any really awesome hacks about using water slide paper, be sure to share it with everyone.
Absolutely. So, everybody's got to get crafty.
Yeah. So this is it. A lot of people saying wait until you get the 60% off coupon, and it makes it about $1 a sheet, which is not too bad. Now, one thing, Rachel, I know we're gonna have to address right out of the gate is when you only have 4 sheets of it, being very mindful about making your decals stretch for your 4 sheets and Cricut print and cut. So that is something I would be very, very, very mindful of about, loading that sheet up and being able to cut through a lot of the decals so you're getting the full possibilities out of one sheet.
Yeah, that's a great idea. If you have in mind a couple of PNGs that you want to use, go ahead and put all those in design space at once, size them for what you think you might use them for.
Correct.
Or just duplicate, your one a couple times, because it is sad to make a little tiny decal and to cut off the rest of that paper,
Definitely. So you do just want to be mindful of that. We like to, give you guys the heads up on, hey, you do want to be careful about different things like that. So if you guys are excited to dive into the process of using water slide paper, let's head over to the iPad right now. So here is the iPad. Dun, 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 dun. And here is the image we're working with, guys. Now, this is from, I believe, last year's fall collection, or is it this year's?
It's brand new.
It's brand new. I feel like I've seen this one before, but I think it's just because it got released the team a little bit earlier. We've been, strategizing what we wanted to do with it. So this is our piece of artwork right here, guys. And a big question we get asked is, Tanner, how or why do some cut files only come in PNG? This one right here is a great one to give as an example, because it is a very complex image when it comes to the design and the print. It would be very hard to organize this as an SVG and try to get the different colors because there's so many different shades here, but it is truly a hand-drawn image.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like watercolor.
I know. I love this look. It is so vintage, but it would go so well with so many different projects for fall. So let's go ahead and head over to our amazing website, makersgonnalearn.com. And as you can see right here, it is right here, the Cornetopia. This is under the fall category. So if you are a member to makersgonnalearn.com, go on over, head into that fall category, download some of these cut files. So you're gonna have a lot of fun getting crafty. You could do, you know, the turkey right here. I mean, a lot of these are really fun, but with the water slide, you do want to be mindful of these edges and, you know, how it's going to, you know, transfer over. So you want, you know, not too complex of layers or things like that. You know, you want to have the edges pretty simple. For example, I would not want to have to do the water slide with this leaf.
That would be a nightmare.
I would prefer maybe the green one or the yellow, or even the red one wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
But this brown one right here would be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So you're going to see that as we go through, but if you're taking notes today, as I would recommend, because this process is kind of a lot, be sure to do more, you know, basic rounded images. So anyway, we are just going to be able to head on over into Cricut Design Space. Now today we have already sized it at 8 inches wide by 5.6 inches tall. So that is our size. And if we look at our layers, you can see it is already, you know, able to be imported as a cut and print. And if you guys are brand new to our membership, here is how you would upload that file. So click upload, browse files. You're going to want to find your Cornetopia via the iZip app. So after you click download on Makers Gonna Learn, you save it to iZip, and that extracts your files from that zip file. So you can find it right here. So we're going to select that, and then it's going to take us to a page that says clean up. And what it means by cleaning up a PNG image is you want to just click the remove tool, and you're going to tap that white background. And now you can see this is what it's going to cut at the end of the day, you know, for your image. So that's all you need to do. If you see this white and gray checkered background, that means it's transparent. So now you're going to be able to click next. Here you can redefine any lines, smooth out any lines if need be, or anything like that. You can just kind of, you know, tap those and kind of smooth those out if needed, or anything like that. This is relatively, you know, good to go. So now, if you wanted to just save this as a cut image, you would select the left one. Notice right here, this would be the cut image, and this is your print then cut image. So you select that, and then type it, you know, we'll just name it corn, and click done. So that is one of the differences between some of our print and cuts versus our amazing, you know, SVG files. So that's just one thing, just because they're so complex, you know, that is just a different approach, as most of them are PNGs. So, okay, we have that width and we have that height. So we are going to now be able to press make it. Now, before we move on to that making process, Rachel, are there any questions?
It doesn't look like it, and that's what I want to reiterate, guys. Lives are for questions about processes. A lot of people are saying they've never worked with waterslide decals.
Well, we're just getting geared up.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions
ready,
yeah, keep them rolling
as we work through. So we're going to click make it. Now, Rachel, for print and cut with our waterslide paper, do we need to mirror it?
No.
Isn't that awesome? I love that we do not have to mirror it, so no mirroring needed. We're going to be able to first press that print button, and we're going to turn the bleed off. So let's go ahead and turn that bleed off. You know, this is a very true cut, as well as, you know, sliding method. So you want pretty much the truest, the realest image, and it's going to do really well for us. So we're going to be able to click print, and we are going to select our printer. It's going to look for our printer right here, and we're just going to make sure it is on. So it looks like it's not on, so we are going to make sure it is on real quick. and see if we can connect. Just like so. If put on mugs, is it dishwasher safe? It would probably not be unless you sealed it with something that would make it dishwasher safe. We love using dishwasher safe Mod Podge and different things like that. So
you could get dishwasher safe Mod Podge, that big container for like
yes,
$15 on Amazon.
Definitely. Or you could use an epoxy or anything like that. Today I'm watching purely out of love for Rachel and Tanner. Water slide just seems like a pain to me. Sherry, maybe, you know, today you'll justify that it is a big pain, or you'll learn that it's maybe not that big of a deal and it'll be something fun for you to conquer. So either way, it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to press reprint right here just to make sure it prints.
We only have one sheet, guys, and
yeah.
we're trying to figure out which tray the printer's going to decide to print in.
Yeah, the printer, so I love my Canon TS8120, but sometimes it chooses different trays for me. So it's doing its own thing with our tray today. So for us right now, we are loading it in shiny side down because we're using that bottom tray. So it's going to shoot it up and then we're going to be able to have it. So aside from that, I love using the Canon TS8120, but maybe I'm just illiterate when it comes to printers and I do not know how to assign, you know, it's down. So we've pressed reprint and we'll see if it wants to use the correct tray or the tray we've loaded it in today. So So it says it needs paper, so we're gonna press continue, and if it uses that bottom tray, oh, it's using the top tray. Seriously, guys, like literally,
it's like Russian roulette.
We cannot.
What the heck?
I know, it's so funny. I'm wearing a wired mic, so unfortunately I cannot get up and do this. So Rachel has been so kind to be my hands and feet at the printer today. So this is what it looks like after you finally get it to use the correct tray. So we love it. Jenny says take the paper out of the other tray. Well, Jenny, we ended up taking it out of the top tray, and then it said it wanted to use the top tray. So I have no idea. Like I said, I think I'm a little illiterate when it comes to printers, but we're all just doing the best we can. So, okay, once you print it out, notice it is on that shiny side. Here's obviously the dull side. So this is a pretty easy way to know that you're doing it right. Now this feels pretty much like cardstock. It feels kind of like photo paper is another way I would explain it. But yes, so Maria asked a great question. If you add more pictures per page, will it all be contained in the back lines? So Cricut Print and Cut has been getting larger. We've noticed a little bit of an increase. So I would just use, you know, Print and Cut to the full page for this. And again, these come in A4 size sheets. I'm not sure necessarily why, but that just means they're a little bit longer than an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. They're I'll just measure it so I know exactly for future reference what, so an A4 size is right at 11.5, a little bit more than 11.5. So love
And
that.
for someone who just popped in, Tanner, what paper are we using?
So that is a fantastic question. We are using, I'm dropping things. We're using the Spin It We Are Memory Keepers water slide paper. So we're playing around with it. You know, we're going to have a lot of fun, and it is so good. So yay, we love that. And this is what we're featuring on today's video.
And again, this does need to go in your printer. Whatever tray your printer decides to print it, it needs to come out shiny side.
Now that could be a huge discussion right then and there.
For sure.
But anyway, we have printed this out, and what you want to be able to do is then use some type of sealer. So we love our polyurethane fast drying sealers. There's, you know, right here we're showing you two different finishes. Do you want a super glossy finish or do you want a satin finish? This is just sealer. You want to give it, you know, a nice light coat, let it dry 30 minutes, and then come back for a second coat. And then I would at least repeat it, you know, 2 times. If not, if you could do 3, that's even better. So what's going to happen is it builds up, you know, those sealers. So then it'll start looking something like this. So if you can tell, the paper looks a little different. This has quite a few coats of sealer on it, and you can see the color variation on here. This was I believe, the clear gloss finish, so that's why it is super, super glossy, as you can see compared to this. So I don't know how well. I think you can totally see that it just has that sealer on it.
Yeah.
You know, because this looks it's glossy, but it's also matte, and this just is super, super, super glossy. So anyway, once you have been able to apply that, you know, a few times, now, necessarily not 100% sure why you're sealing it, you know, on the instructions, it explains all about that. You know, you print, spray, cut, soak, and place. So they make it very basic for you, but you know, they do talk right here, you know, you've got to spray the image with a clear sealer sold separately. You know, you can use their recommended one if you want, but then you allow the air dry or heat with a gun. So yeah, they do recommend more layers the better, but again, if you only can do one layer, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the fact of the more layers you put, the more durable the water slide paper will be as you know, quote unquote, slide it.
And isn't it like kind of like you're helping yourself out for later? Like it'll just give you that thicker transfer. So that's really important.
It'll just help you out a little bit. Again, if you can only do one coat, that's okay.
Right. And the more that you do this, the more that you'll get familiar with it. But again, guys, this is so valuable for when you are doing things like, you know, tumblers and whatnot. That's, you know, a huge benefit for this process. So now we're going to apply it down onto our mat, just like so. And you can feel the sealer. So we're going to be able to press continue from the print process. And now it's printed as step 1. We're going to set our material as step 2 to medium cardstock. And now we're going to be able to load this in our mat or our machine. And notice that we did, for our project, just because we want to make sure and take good care of it, we did, oopsie, I totally loaded that in wrong. Make sure you're always under your two little pieces here. But anyway, as I was saying, we wanted to move our rollers over to the side just to, I swear I've got things moving all over the place. We wanted to make sure that the rollers were not going to make indentions on our nice smooth sealer. So once you've loaded that in, you know, move those rollers over. I am going to move one right here to the edge, and then I'm going to put a second one to have on each edge of the paper. But aside from that, let's keep moving this one over.
Esther says, how long does it take for the sealer to dry?
About 30 minutes for each layer. So just be careful about that. So I did add 2 of these rollers to help position this here on the mat. This is a mat that has been around the block. So I just want to make sure it is going to be, you know, nice and durable for us. But you do want to be careful about having a roller right in the middle or somewhere on your image. You don't want to ruin it. So once you're good to go, we're going to press that flashing Cricut button. But yes, this mat has a little snap in it from when you're being too, if you're like me, you sometimes give it a lot of pressure. You know, when you're weeding or things like that, it's snapped just a tad bit. So we have that, and it's just been, you know, around the block. As you can see, it's popping up back here. So you just want to be mindful of that. So this first step is it goes through the entire image, and it is going to scan it. So that is part of the scan and cut process. Just like so.
Yeah, that's what those black lines are, registration marks for the maker to know.
Exactly. And friends, what we are doing is we're teaching you guys how to use our amazing water slide paper that we found at Michael's. It is from Spin It, or We Are Memory Keepers. I guess it's We Are Memory Keepers with their Spin It line at Michael's. So a lot of people have been using it, and we love it. So Lisa says, OMG, didn't know you should move the rollers. So Lisa, that's not something that they say, and you don't have to. We just want to be very careful of, you know, in case your sealer is very thick. Again, we added quite a few layers, so you do want to be
I'm a firm believer in removing as many possibilities for your project to be ruined as possible.
Right.
So if moving a couple of those rollers would help a certain way, then that's what I do,
Totally.
And Amanda said, is this paper similar to the tattoo paper we used as kids? It's a lot similar to that, yeah. It's a whole lot like that.
And I've seen, I think, a few hacks and things where people use that, so, this is a good comparison. But if you can get it for 40% off, like a lot of you have been saying you do, or even 60% off, it's going to be a really good time for you to still use this. But yeah, so it depends on, what you're looking for and things like that.
And Esther, I don't think Design Space times out per se.
What was her question?
Will putting the sealer on there, I guess she means like the time in between you're in Design Space.
So, yes, great question. You do want to make sure if for some reason you have to X out or reopen it, go ahead and write down what size you cut this at. So for example, we cut this at 8 inches wide by 5.6 inches tall. Write that down when you do that first print and cut, in case it times out, in case you accidentally turn that browser off or the app needs to refresh it or anything like that. And yes, great question. Our bleed was turned off. So it is just finishing the cutting process right here.
Kimberly Tanner, can you explain the difference between waterslide paper and printable adhesive paper?
Awesome.
So like the Cricut printable
yes.
vinyl.
So this right here is kind of transparent, and after you do the process, once you see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because right now it does look very, very similar to printable vinyl, to different things like that, but you're actually transferring it via a water adhesive solution that you're going to see here in a moment, but it is very different than printable vinyl and things like that. This is going to give you that smoother, more official look, where printable vinyl and printable heat transfer vinyl or things like that looks more like, I don't know, like a sticker. This is going to look very much permanent and looks kind of like it was printed on here without being printed. So it's just another way that you're able to make projects and really test your creativity or skills, if you will. But again, this is not for everyone. This is predominantly used for friends that are making tumblers and things like that, because you get, again, that transparency, and then you can still seal it with epoxy. So it's a huge benefit for that. But yeah, now we're going to be able to just peel this up, and you're going to be able to see that we have this awesome decal. So just like so, we've been able to peel that up. Now we're going to come around here to the back and just go peel this up. And again, guys, it feels very much like cardstock. And it looks really, really awesome.
That's a great cut.
Yeah, this is truly a great cut. And when I was talking about, when we do the water slide process, this is going to, when we submerge it, it's going to start curling up, and we have to let it sit in water for about 30 seconds to a minute. So you do want to be careful with that. But you're going to notice after it curls up, it's going to, release, and it should, after you have that process down and everything, it will already kind of be slipping off the paper. We've seen that happen a lot. So you do want to be careful when it comes to that. And it is so good. Now we have a great question from John. Can you use on dark backgrounds if you use clear decal paper? Would it be transparent? So Rachel, have we seen what this would look like on darker materials? I try to stay
I think it would be kind of like trying to use infusible ink.
Yeah,
exactly, Tanner.
yeah.
So like you gotta make sure
the lighter bases,
because it is
like
clear.
It is
Because
clear.
Tanya said, is there such a thing as white waterslide paper? Not that I've ever known.
Right.
And Tammy says, do you need to seal it even when you're gonna use epoxy afterwards? Yes, the sealer is like Tanner's insurance policy that it'll be easy to slide.
Yes, without that you wouldn't have I think it would rip. I think what would happen is the paper would truly rip when you were trying to do that method. But yes, it is a lot of fun. Rachel, how many friends do we have hanging out with us?
I have 165 friends.
Ooh, it's about to get lit, my friends. It's about to get crazy up in here when we drop this in water. I'm getting a little excited. So again, guys, we've removed it from the mat. Now we are ready to submerge it in water for roughly 30 seconds. And then after that, we are going to remove the entire design from the water. But then the technique here is to have your base ready, and you're going to want to have it very wet. So let me just, again, show you what we're going to have over here going. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more.
Make sure you clean that first too with alcohol.
Yes, we have the alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I'm getting a little nervous.
And I'm getting a lot of questions too.
Okay,
so
well, let's
just take a breath.
Let's go ahead and take a breath, and as I clean this. So what is our questions, Rachel?
Kimberly says, you can also hit already printed in Design Space, correct? Yes, you can hit that.
Yes, I do that so often, guys. It's a great little hack. So.
And Maria says, I know with anti-Taze waterslide paper you have to mirror. Do you need to mirror this paper?
No.
No.
So you're not mirroring this paper. So I'm not sure the difference is. Maybe if you all were interested, we could do a comparison. But I don't think I've ever used anti-Taze waterslide paper. So anyway, guys, I've already cleaned this with rubbing alcohol, so it's going to be ready to go once we submerge our decal in the water for 30 seconds. You're going to, again, see it peel up. It'll, lessen back out. Then we're going to pick it up, place it onto our project, and this back piece will then slide off.
Yeah, and
so that's truly the water slide.
You can look at this, our cornucopia here. The way that it would be easiest to slide is to pull like the bottom from right to left, so like holding it over there and sliding that bottom out. Yeah, so like your wheat and your little boards and stuff.
Kind of goes first.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get that slid off first, so that'll help us master it. But again, guys, the best tip here is to make sure your base is very moist and damp. You kind of want to be able to allow that quite a bit of water. You don't want to just lightly spray it or anything like that. So we're going to probably give a pretty decent thick coat of water, and this is really fun. Oh my
Kimberly,
gosh.
She said, why am I getting nervous?
Kimberly, because this is our one-shot wonder and we're all here as a team. So if you're brand new here, guys, be sure to share with us where you're visiting from, because we want all of our friends to get engaged for this process. I hope you all are on your toes because this is going to be a lot of fun. And this is right before the process happens, where I'm going to remind you guys where you can find this cornucopia and over 1,400 amazing cut files at our amazing membership site, makersgonnalearn.com. So if you're loving today's video, if you're loving what you're learning, if you're picking up what we're sitting down to you guys, that is totally something my good friend Amber says on her live streams. I've been watching her too much, but she's amazing. And if you're loving it, you will want to check out our membership. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Rachel's dropped that link. You guys can go check it out and become a member today. We have over $600 worth of value bulked up in that year membership tier. So you get a great value and you get to craft along with us for a year. So check it out. Let us know your comments. As Rachel, are you excited? I'm
nervous.
I'm about to submerge it. I'm nervous.
Oh, God,
I'm about to. Okay, I'm going to start a little timer. I swear,
so
guys, I get so many phone calls during live streams. Nobody calls me, only when it's a live stream. So we have this. Are we ready? Go. Look, it curls up.
Oh,
now,
hurry.
I know. I'm like, oh no. So we're we'll take it out. This is a pretty big decal.
Yeah.
This is bigger than normal. So I want to do larger.
She works herself out in a minute. I don't know why it curls up so bad.
It curls up
It
quick.
freaks you out. You're like,
I know.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh no thanks. Okay, so while that is that, I'm going to move this. So we're practically at 30 seconds. I'm now going to.
You can wait. Yeah. Soak it up.
I'm soaking this up. So do.
It's called waterslide for a reason, people.
Yes, we're getting crafty with the water. But okay, so we're at 39 seconds submerged, and it's already wanting to pill up. This is crazy.
But yeah, that's a good question. It has to be wet, and then the object also has to be wet.
Right.
Kind of like your butt's got to be wet before you go on the slip and slide.
Oh,
snap. You're not going to slide as well unless your butt's wet.
Wow, I love this analogy. Okay, Rachel, are we ready?
Yes.
It's been a minute.
Yes. Gently. Everybody, we just have to be so gentle.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Love it.
Okay. So now.
Tanner, how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is going to be good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Now hold the tail up there, Tanner.
Yes. Look at that.
Hold the tail and then pull
Look
that
at
way.
That. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So now we're gonna work out those imperfections.
Oh, it's yeah. Don't start freaking out if you're making this at home and you're like, oh, it's slipping, sliding all over the place.
No, this is so nice. I mean, you just can't get this look without, you know, something like this to look so permanent. Oh my gosh, and I'm just, look at how easy this was.
Everyone's holding their breath, Tanner.
Oh my gosh. This was, guys, thank you so much. I love it. Now, Rachel, let's move this out of the way real quick before, you know, you only have a certain amount of time to work with this. How's positioning?
It looks fantastic.
I love this right here.
Wouldn't change a thing.
Guys, this was fun. And
Water slide.
we did this with all the jabber and everything in like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So imagine you guys at home doing this like a pro.
Now, when this is finished and this has had some time to set and dry, imagine putting some, like, you could do vinyl or harvest or add some little bows or things like that. That'd be really cute.
Totally. So this will dry. And Rachel, do you want to explain to him, like, what is going to happen to the water and everything? Like, because it does, you know, kind of act as an adhesive, but it's not technically completely sealed.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, you can take a paper towel and kind of dab it. You're more than welcome to dab her off. It's up here in the corner.
Yeah.
But you can totally do that. And what it kind of does is kind of like one of those little tattoos you used to get as a kid. It's like it's wet and it's just trying to cling to something, and then once it dries, it's kind of like HTV, but instead of adhering when something's hot, it adheres when it dries. So after it dries, it just kind of uses that and it adheres to whatever surface it's on. So like when you were younger, the tattoos, you were the surface, but now with these waterslide decals, it adheres once it's dried to whatever surface you've placed it on.
And I'm just saying, when you're dabbing, and I don't know, Rachel, if you've experienced this, you want to like very lightly do it because it will still move when it's wet.
And you can just dab around just to get like the big globs, and then feel free to, you know, set it outside somewhere cool and just let it, you know, dry up, or just make sure it's out of the way of your, you know, your kids and your dogs.
Oh, totally. But yes.
Yeah, Tammy said it looks like watercolor. It's so pretty.
I love, this is a great example of, I think this image is a great example of why you would want to use water slide over vinyl, just to make it look super professional. And I love what Rachel's saying. If I had thought about this, I'd probably moved it up and then added the word harvest or something like that. But this will be great for the home.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I love the watercolor look. This is something you totally would feel, like I feel like you would buy at Kirkland's or anything like that. It is so fun. So, anywho.
Everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Elaine says, what can you put these on? Just metal? No, Elaine. You can put this on a ton of stuff.
Yes.
You put it on mugs, tumblers. Really, I mean, as long as it can lay down flat and dry. Like, I wouldn't put it on things that move, like,
definitely
you know,
not
t-shirts.
fabrics.
Not
fabric. No
fabric.
canvas. You know, that's for the heat transfer vinyl. But this is such a unique opportunity to make some really different projects, guys. You know, here at Makers Gonna Learn, our goal is to challenge you, inspire you to try out different things as you all ask for it. So, you know, this is quickly drying, and it is so good, and it is a lot of fun. So yeah, this is gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to see this kind of, you know, dry up, and it is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, chill. I thought y'all were talking about an actual water slide. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, this is practically a water slide. This is as much of the water slide that I'm going to be doing in my craft room.
And Tanner, where do we get the blank? I think
we
got it at Michael's.
I think we got it at Michael's. This looks like a Michael's find. No tag. So yeah,
I think it's Michael's though.
Yeah, best use of judgment. You're gonna be able to find it at the good old Michael's. So,
and you can also always Amazon these. It's just a little metal sign there.
Yeah. So what questions do we have, Rachel?
Where do we get our blank?
Okay.
You know, some examples of what we could put it on. We let everybody know.
Yes.
Fiera says, I just bought these and a Spin-It tumbler turner. I haven't used it yet because this is my first attempt at doing a tumbler. I've been scared.
Well, that's a lot of fun. I'm glad that we're able to help you master the awesome water slide. Now, guys, Rachel, if you will take a moment, go ahead and drop that link to your amazing glitter tumbler video.
Oh.
Rachel put like so much effort, so many days of work into this video. It's practically an hour. We should be charging hundreds of dollars to teach this, honestly. But it is a free video for all of you. So go check that out. And she puts to the test 10 ways to make the glitter tumbler, and she tests them all, and she gives the perfect way to make the best glitter tumbler. So if you're like, okay, I want to use the water slide, I want to make a tumbler with this video and Rachel's water slide video and the glitter video she's just dropped the link to, it would be, you know, fantastic. And Sherry says, would this work on wood? Sherry, I think the wood would be a little too textured.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, and then wood, it also, it's what do you call it? It soaks.
Yeah, it soaks the water.
Yeah, it soaks up that water, and you gotta have, like I said, slip and slide here. You gotta have.
It is very much. You have to have that moist surface like our board, and then you have to have the decal very, very moist.
It ain't called water slide for nothing. You know, you really gotta do that.
Totally. Erica says they are building a Dollar Tree right by my house. Erica,
man.
blessings. God just bless you.
Your daily walk to the Dollar Tree.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Oh, Celeste said, I love Tanner. Well, Celeste, I love you. Thank you so much.
And Lisa says, is there a sheet that tells you what you could put it on and what you couldn't? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I don't know if that has a bunch of
I'm going to look.
Examples.
I dropped my packaging. So
but I mean, just think if it's slick.
Yeah, the slick
and
surface.
non-absorbent.
Right.
Use it.
Yeah, but it is, you know, one of those things you want to like get inspired by. Yeah. So this is the packaging. If you guys are just tuning in and you're like, what is water slide? Are we making a water slide in the craft room? This is the packaging, and you know, it doesn't really. It's honestly mainly for the material as in the tumbler. So that's what their biggest promotional is like these awesome, you know, tumblers and things like that. But, you know, they can just be whatever you want. So yeah, we love it. You know, you can see the tumbler on the packaging and things like that. But yes, this is really fun. Again, use your coupons, 40% off, 60% off, really good deals. So you can get this and be able to master some really, really fun things. But yes, it is super delicate, Jenny, very, very delicate, and you want to be careful, you know, working with it. So that is a fun thing as well to figure out and, you know, enjoy it. So lots and lots of fun. But guys, if you are working with the water slide paper after today's video, be sure to share it in the Facebook group. If you have things you've done with water slide, we want to see what print and cut images you're going to do with our amazing water slide, our amazing images with water slide paper, or just our amazing print and cut images. Anyway, if you are brand new here and not already a member to Maker's Gonna Learn, be sure to check out that link, guys. We have so many amazing things for our members. Let me share with you guys just everything that a member gets, because a lot of people have been asking questions about it, and we want to make sure that you guys know everything when it comes to becoming a member. And it's a little wet on the craft table. So anyway, guys, this right here is our landing page. So if you click that join link, it is the first link down below. You can check it out. And we put a big emphasis on our yearly membership. Now, let me explain to you why we do that. This is how you get all these bonuses over here. You pay an initial fee and you get access to these bonuses. So the way we explain it is you invest in us and we invest in you tenfold. So we have over 200 plus fonts. We have a commercial license to where you can use the art image we use today and sell it as, you know, kind of like your own image, because you get that commercial use license. And then you also get the 3 free training classes. So here's some, you know, sample images. If you guys have been following the channel, you'll know. Our membership options, we have 3 options for really, truly whatever budget you have. Our monthly option is still an amazing opportunity, very low initial cost. For less than $20, $19.99, you get access to the 1,400 plus cut files. You'll get our printable guide, and you get access to our membership community. So that's an amazing value. If you want to save a little money and pay in increments of every 6 months, that way it's not technically in that monthly budget, this tier is for you. Or you can go ahead and, you know, choose our best value tier where you get 3 months free. So you're getting in at $15.99 a month versus $19.99 a month. So you're saving essentially $48 and you're getting that best value. So fonts are only available to year members, but every single member gets access to the new cut files every single month, twice a month. You know, the exclusive Facebook group, the workshops, and the projects. All members get the printable guide. And then, just because we're awesome, you can check out the Cricut Design Space course, the Breaking Down Design Space, and then Building a Business course through die cutting. All of these are free for the year members. And again, guys, this equals way over, $150, $200 worth of value in course sales.
Perfect for beginners too. And you can rewatch those year after year,
Of course, and you get that in that membership. So be sure to take advantage of that. And if you're not fully able to visualize it, check out this, sheet we have right here. All of these extra scissors for the least amount of money, is right here for all of you guys to take advantage of. So that is the membership, guys. We are so excited for just everything we have in store for the membership. It is going to be a lot of fun, as we are going to be launching new pieces of artwork this Thursday. Be sure to become a member so you're able to take full advantage of those things. We come to you every single day teaching a new craft project, which we're so passionate about, and, hopefully helping you guys stay inspired to create. The membership, we very much put an emphasis on inspiration, motivation, and education, because when you have all three, you really have the sky's the limit. So it is so, so good, and we love it. So as I was talking, Wendy, I'm a new member to Makers Gonna Learn. Love it. Why didn't I do this sooner? Exactly.
Listen, it's awesome.
I promise you all, if you are on the fence about it, I have been cricketing. I've been a cricketer, whichever term you want to use, loving my machine since 2010. I started with the Cricut Expression. I have been through watching the industry grow, watching Cricut explode, seeing the launch of the Cricut Explore, seeing the tutorials. And when we launched Makers Gonna Learn 2 years ago, we realized that there was a big need for what we're building, and we have over 3,000 amazing members, and that is because there is something missing in the community, and that's why we have this membership. A lot of people cancel Cricut Access because they get a ton of value from us. They don't get quantity of cut files, they get quality cut files that they're actually going to be able to use to make that handmade home. So it is so, so good. But Rachel, what questions are we having? Because I feel like I've just been on a little tangent.
Well, I love what Wendy said though. Why didn't I do this sooner?
Love her.
I love that. And I know
that's a great question.
Like Tanner started out with all the Cricuts, and I just jumped on the train.
Right.
And with me trying to learn the Maker and starting out with the Maker,
yeah.
I wish that I had training like Makers Gonna Learn.
Yeah, it's hard to teach it before we have it, right? And going to videos and things for free online gets very overwhelming. We have a ton of free value here, but everyone that is enjoying the free video content we have, if you make the commitment to get a membership, you are truly going to benefit from that, because it's that next step. You're probably sitting here like, Tanner is giving us so many free videos. Yeah, we just taught you how to use a water slide decal, and if you asked a question, it probably got answered. That is a lot of value in itself, but if you really want to make a handmade home and to be able to make amazing things, that membership is going to help you do that. So It is an investment, but it's investing in your creativity. And let's face it, you've invested hundreds of dollars into the machine. I'm not even going to try to speculate how much of you guys at home have spent on material, because one Michael's trip for me is easily $200, and I go at least like once a week. So I'm not even going to try to speculate how much money you've spent. So really, having the membership and being able to get the value, the education, the community behind it is a big deal. And we really truly love all of our members.
And Erica says it's worth way more than what they are charging.
But PS don't make it more.
Yeah, PS don't make it more. Love that.
Yay, we
and
love
Tammy
it.
said, thank you and Tanner for the videos. You make me a braver crafter.
We love it.
Yes. And we have 3 different comments now at this time asking if people can seal it now.
So yes, after it's completely dry. Ours is not completely dry. I'm not wanting to touch it because then it'll get wrinkly and then you have to fix it again. It seems like a little bit extra work for me. I'm not about that life. So we're gonna let it dry. When it is dry, you are more than welcome to seal it again. This is a home decor piece for me, so if you are not going to have a lot of wear and tear on it, the adhesive, you know, how it's able to do its thing and stay, but feel free to give it a lap coat. You can take this piece off, you can just do it and then spray the whole thing so it looks very finished.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You can use Mod Podge epoxy, the same spray finish you use, but you do have to seal it right after you print that too.
Exactly. So yay. Catherine said, I joined after realizing how much I was learning from the lives, about 4 or 5 videos for me. Kimberly says, I joined after watching my first video. So we really do love it. And, you know, everyone can tell you that once you're a member, you're able to just get all those extra benefits that you may be feeling left out or clueless about when you're not a member. So it is just really awesome. It's an awesome time. We love it. And
it's fun.
And not to mention, the membership is what allows us to be here every single day. So that is our favorite thing, to be able to be present with you guys, answer questions, and kind of, you know, open up the forum. You know, this is a big part of my day. It's a big part of Rachel's day, to center our work life around, you know, this 1:30 call time, if you will, to where we're able to answer your questions and have a great sense of community. And it just continues on over in the Facebook group all throughout the day, the weekends, the nights, and we're always over there. So I love it. Thank you guys so much for sharing all of these adorable testimonies. I want to screenshot all of them because you guys are so sweet. But yes, Amanda, enjoy. Yes, I have to take a set lunch break so that I won't miss any of your lives. Amanda, girl, we're a great time to hang out with at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Vanessa says, having the yearly membership is and was one of my best decisions as a crafter. I enjoy crafting and I look forward to learning new crafts with Tanner and Rachel. So thank you guys so much. And we're really excited to see what happens next. And I got a rude comment the other day saying that I was looking up too much. Guys, if you are annoyed that I'm looking above the camera, guess what? I'm reading your comments. So please, I'm trying to be personable with you guys. I can't read the comments if I don't look up.
We can't put it on the we can't put it on the lens. Wish we could.
I mean, I guess we could when we get
We
to
could get a
TV
prompter,
status.
Tanner.
I know. I was thinking about that. Instead of prompting like what I should say, we'll just prompt the YouTube comments. So I could just be talking away and I'll be like, oh, you know, Sherry said blah, blah, blah. Now that I think about that, that would be actually really cool.
I don't know about it. I think that might be a little creepy if you literally, it looks like you're still looking at us, but you're reading a comment.
How are you?
Oh, God.
Oh, what is going on, Sherry? I don't know why I keep saying Sherry. If there's a Sherry watching, I mean, hello.
Oh, I love Erica. Erica said, people don't understand when they complain about the membership. That's what allows you guys to be here and teach us.
Yes.
It is, Erica.
We love it. So thank you guys. And whether you're a member and you're like, why do you talk about the membership so much? Or you're someone that, you know, does not have any intention on buying the membership, I hope you still enjoy watching the videos from each side standpoint, because we truly do have a lot of fun chatting and answering crafty questions and things like that. But that is what allows us to be here. If you were having to pay to get an hour training video from me,
from the owner of the company,
every single day without an ad, your monthly fee would be hundreds of dollars. So be happy. We talk about the membership maybe 15 minutes out of the hour.
And I haven't seen a comment complaining about that in a long time. We're not just saying that.
But, you know, just because I know that isn't something in, you know, people's heads, because guess what? If I was a consumer, I would think about it too.
Absolutely.
And I try to be as transparent as possible with our team on how, you know, we acquire new members, as well as our community, because you guys allow us to do it. So it is so much.
And you guys are the best. You guys are awesome.
Truly the best crafty community. And we're about to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yay!
Woohoo! We are almost to our last 5,000. We're almost at 95,000 subscribers, and I am just so excited.
94.8K right now. That's great.
Rachel, what are we gonna do to celebrate? Like,
oh my God.
I don't know. We're gonna have to be planning.
Something.
We're gonna have to be planning. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let us know what you want us to give away. Maybe we should give away. We're gonna give away something good.
Maybe me and Tanner should eat cake during the live one day.
Rachel, it's a given. Cake. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Maybe. We're gonna have to order a really good cake.
We're gonna tell that food city lady to put 100K on that cake.
We need to have a variety. I'm thinking Rachel, all
What?
bets are off. We're not having no Food City cake. You know what kind of cake we're having.
What kind of cake are we having?
A Baskin and Robin ice cream cake.
Oh, those are really. I wish we could send a piece to every one of you guys.
I know. It's all thanks to you all. But anyway, are there any other amazing comments? Let me know because we are going to have to head out very, very soon.
Everybody seems to be great. Kathy said haters gonna hate. I love that.
Yay! We love it. But okay, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another crafty good time. Until then, happy crafting. See you guys tomorrow. Bye!